Our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, my bad. I had to plug in real quick. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop the video. So I'm gonna talk about apparently people, talking about Crawford. Ugas talking about Crawford, talking about he ain't knew who Alexis Rocha was or none of the other guys. Oh, y'all boy Miles want his belly rub. So they sitting here talking shit about Crawford potentially fighting Alexis Rocha, but Yordenis Ugas didn't step up and want to fight. Errol Spence didn't step up and want to fight. Danny Garcia didn't step up and want to fight. So I find it funny how all these people got an opinion about, Terence Crawford and who he fighting, but everybody had an opportunity to step up, and everybody had an opportunity to step up and fight. Nobody stepped up and fight, and if you blame Al Haymon, so be it. I ain't mad at it. You signed with Al Haymon, so that's you. You signed with Al Haymon. You gave him the power not to let you go out there and get the fights that you wanted or potentially wanted. They ain't got nothing to do with us now. And also Tank Davis called Ryan Garcia a top fighter, which is a top joke because, if Ryan Garcia was a top fighter, Ryan Garcia would have been a world champion in one or two of the weight classes that he's competed at. And to me, he ain't no top fighter. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to say Tank Davis a top fighter, I'm not going to argue. Well, he got top talent, but he ain't proved to be a top fighter. Top fighters fight each other. Shakur Stevenson still got to prove, he got to get in there with Devin Haney and guys like that and to prove that, to prove to people that he the real deal. You got to put, fire to the pan and start cooking, and that's just the honest truth. So a lot of these dudes, y'all be calling top fighters is premature. They got to do it. And then when they do get in there with somebody that y'all don't think gonna do half good against them or they get upset, then y'all want to turn around and call them bums. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes being match made, they being match made to make them look good. Now that only supposed to go so far. At some point, you got to take the training wheels off. And with this, made me think of Gervonta Davis any different? No, unless he lose or unless he get dropped or something. Maybe you look with it, but shit happens. But to me, and he supposed to be selling this, and this is his job, is to sell Ryan Garcia to fans who don't know no better as a top fighter. But Shakur, Ryan, Lomachenko, Gervonta Davis, if they wanted to go up to 140, Regis Progress, Sabril Matias, Alberto Puello, Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, Richardson Hitchison, all of them gotta thug it out. We don't forecast who gonna be great. You actually got to go in there and do it. This ain't no weather forecast. If you talking the shit that Tank Davis be talking, you know what I'm saying, and you running your mouth the way Tank Davis be running his mouth, it should be no excuse why you ain't fought some of the top guys. And Ryan Garcia ain't no top guy. Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, if we talking about 135 pounds. Even though Shakur ain't fought at 35 yet, I'm going to go ahead and forecast here and be a hypocrite and say I think he's going to be pretty good. But Ryan Garcia, bro, his best win is Luke Campbell. That's after Luke Campbell had a few losses. And he almost got put in the motherfucking dirt. He almost got his dick knocked in the dirt. So let's not act like it was a marvelous performance. Then He caught Javier Fortuna lacking. He wasn't even ready. That was the worst Fortuna we ever seen. I can remember that I ever seen him. That I can remember. And I ain't seen every Javier Fortuna fight. I ain't no Javier Fortuna super fan. But that was, that was the worst fight ever. That was the worst Javier Fortuna ever. And all Tank Davis got to do here is he got everything to lose and nothing to gain but a check. He lose to Ryan Garcia, he gonna have to be mentally strong to come back from that. Real talk. He gonna have to be mentally strong to come back from that. So he can go around here and they can sell this bullshit to fans, but numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And Ryan Garcia has not become a world champion. And, with all these fake belts out here, he still ain't found a way to be a world champion. He still ain't found a way to be a copper champion. He still ain't found a way to be a regular champion. He still ain't found a way to be the Intercontinental double platinum champion. He still ain't found a way to finesse himself to no type of belt. None. Maybe NABFIG, ABCDEFG belt. He probably held one of them. But he ain't found his way to even the fake belts. He ain't never held a regular WBA belt. Come on. All these different belts out here. The Rainbow Coalition belt. NCAA P belt. He ain't even got that. Shit, Tommy Fury and Jake Paul was fighting for a belt before Ryan Garcia. They was fighting for the, Intercontinental Aladdin belt and shit. He ain't even fought for that belt yet. Come on, Jake Paul was challenging for a belt before Ryan Garcia challenged for a belt. Come on. Come on. He did. He did. Jake Paul was fighting for the black belt. Shit, Charlo didn't fought for the Juneteenth belt before he. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ryan Garcia ain't even fighting for the Get Back Stanley belt yet. And he a top fighter. All these different fake belts going out here. He a top fighter. He can't even get one. Stanley done got a belt. Shit, Ugas done got a belt. Come on, he barely got past Abel Ramos, but shit, he got a belt. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So I don't know about what spectrum, and don't tell me, well, his numbers are really, really good. He ain't never been on pay-per-view, and we don't even know his numbers because the zone don't release them. If you got something that's so live, his number's so live, and he's such a great thing for the zone, why they looking to cash his ass out this quick? Because that's what it is. It's a cash out. What's that song? I'm cashing out. I'm cashing out. I forgot how it go. This is a cash out. Ain't no way Ryan Garcia top fighter. Shit, Tank really can't even call himself a top fighter yet. You got to beat top fighters to be the top fighter. You got to beat the man. Woo! To be the man. Woo! Come on, man. Motherfucker beat Rolly and now they top fighter. He said he a solid fighter, said David to Ellie Setback News. He said, I feel like as though he's pretty good. Shit, he's one of the top guys. He got to be doing something right. Man, bro, if he was one of the top guys, bro, like he was a real threat, you wouldn't even be fighting, dog. Let's keep it real. I'm going to be a real nigga right now, bro. As always. If he thought Ryan Garcia was that nigga, dog, he really thought he was a threat, he wouldn't be fighting him. He wouldn't be fighting him. If he was a real threat, he wouldn't be fighting him. Real talk. He wouldn't be getting in that ring with him. Trust me. If that's the, people talking about his numbers are what based off what, bruh? When is Ryan Garcia, went anywhere and sold anything? He sold 11,000 in LA, bro. And I heard that 11,000 might be a little bit shaky. I heard that 11,000 might be a little bit shaky. Just being real. So how we know how we know his numbers real? The zone and Oscar De La Hoya gave every bit of leverage to Gervonta Davis. His pay-per-view numbers, he ain't never cleared 100K as the word on the street. That's the crazy thing to me. That's the crazy shit to me. He ain't clear shit. For real. Come on. Come on. Now he's a top fighter. But then everybody that's a threat, they trash. When they come to Loma, it's an excuse. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to Shakir Stevenson, it's another excuse. When it comes to Devin Haney, I did this in sparring. Like, you got an opportunity to get every belt in the division in one fight versus somebody who can't punch, who ain't that good. You knocked out in the sparring. Why not go get it? Then it's, belts don't matter when certain dudes got belts. I ain't come from that era of boxing, bro. If they had one belt, dog, man, they still find hella excuses for these dudes. If they had one belt, dog, it'd be hella excuses. Dude, not now the excuse is, well, belts don't matter. Both him and Ryan Garcia saying the same thing while fighting 136 pounds. The belt mattered when he was going to get Mario Barrios' fake belt. The belt mattered when they stripped Alberto Machado, who's the real champion, for no fucking reason, and gave the belt to Tank, fighting a guy coming off a loss, coming up in weight. When I used to come up watching boxing as a kid, when they thought they had somebody that was a killer, they put them motherfuckers on the fast track. You know what I'm saying? They ain't babysit the bottle like Triple G. How they was talking about how great Triple G was, and and they marinated the shit out of his career. Oh, he was stuck in Europe, man, fuck out of here. He's in Europe the same time Felix Sturm and Arthur, or Germany, the same time Felix Sturm and Arthur Abraham was there. He fought neither one of them. They come on, man. You ain't protecting, man. If you feel like you got the top dog, you ain't protecting it, bruh. If you feel like your kid can go hoop with the 8th graders and he in the 5th grade and he can hold his own, guess what? You're going to let him run with the 8th graders. Right here, you got pigeons. I mean, you can't call these niggas pigeons because Mike Tyson fuck with pigeons. He a bad motherfucker. You got the poodles, running with the poodles. And they think they about to make a whole bunch of money putting on a poodle fight. Tank Davis really a pit, bro. Go out there and prove it and tear holes in other dudes' asses, bro. Go out there and knock Shakir Stevenson out. Go out there and knock Devin Haney off. Get him up out of here, bro. So we, so you can, so you can be pound for pound number one, and can't nobody say shit to you. What you protecting, bro? If you ain't got shit to hide, bro, come on. You don't need to take the back door like old buddy from the wood did. No, go ahead and fight Stacy, nigga. Go and get your respect. But both these niggas, the niggas that's gonna get in the back seat, like Stacy said. He said, I ain't getting no back seat. Get your girls in the back seat. That's these type of dudes these dudes is, bro. They back seat niggas, man. And they trying to finesse the fans. And that's why I ain't getting my money. You ain't gonna finesse me, bro. If I never watch boxing again, bro, I wouldn't be mad because the product they putting on. I seen a lot of great fights in my lifetime. Live, going back in history, KY salute. I salute Kip. He said Ugas talking loud when he hit the Reggie blunt. But dog, you got the mindset to tear down all these other fighters and then try to put Ryan on the pedestal. And I get it. You got to sell this chopped salmon. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell this salmon in the can to the fans. But they ain't fooling me, bro. They and Oscar De La Hoya ain't fooling me. Ryan Garcia is gonna fucking retire after he get decapitated. And only reason this fight probably gonna make it to the ice tip of the championship round because Tank Davis is a slow starter. And Tank has been able to get away from starting slow because the fighters that he fighting with don't pose no real threat. But when you get in there with somebody who ain't gonna fold or who ain't gonna let you step it up when they want when you want to step it up, then that's the truth. That's what happened when you step up in competition. That's what happened when you step up in competition. When dudes start making you fight at their pace. You know what I'm saying? When you really gotta push. You know, when you hitting dudes and they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? When you hitting dudes and they ain't going nowhere. And you really gotta dig deep. That's what make pound for pound fighters. That's what make world champions. That's what when you gotta strap your nuts on, bro. That's what earn you your stripes, bro. That's what earn you your stripes. You don't get no stripes. You don't get no stripes. Because you beat Jigglypuff and the fucking Powder Puff Girls. Nah, dude. You get them stripes because you put that work in, bro. But I can't call him a top fighter. I'm sorry, dude. You got to beat top fighters to be a top fighter. Real talk. But that's just my opinion on it. And then you got reporters who let them, answer questions and get away with bullshit because that's the type of dudes they want in the room. Man, dude, I ain't going to let you get away with that. I ain't going to let you get away with that. These dudes don't be wanting no competition. Everybody worried about the money. If you as good as y'all say y'all is, the money gonna come. The money gonna come. And that's real talk. The money gonna come. But like I said before, if y'all want to call, Ryan Garcia top fighter, evading title eliminators, avoiding champions and shit, when anybody damn near can get a belt right now today. Anybody damn near can get a belt. Ryan Garcia can't touch a fake belt. He can't even touch a fake belt, bruh. Shit, Virgil Ortiz about to get a fake belt. Come on. Shit, they probably about to find a way to give Berlanga a fake belt. Real talk. Berlanga gonna be walking around here, Pepsi Gold champion of the world in a minute. Even if Ryan Garcia win this fight, he still won't be a world champion. He still won't be a world champion. No matter how much respect he wants, he still won't be. And people say, "Well, I don't really care about the belts." Okay, don't get into the sanction belt bodies then. That's my thing. All right, man, take that fake regular belt, Tank holding on, take it and burn that motherfucker. Send it back. Let's stop speaking on action. Let's stop speaking it. Let's put it into action then. That's my thing. Let's stop speaking and put this shit into action. Let's put it into action. If we ain't fucking with world belt, we ain't representing world titles no more. Cool. Forget world titles. Drop them. Stop taking pictures in them. Stop paying sanctioning fees. Get out there random drug tested and all that, bro. Forget the world titles altogether. Let's take the brand, patches off the ring, off your pants. I support the message, but I don't always support the method to the message. They saying a lot of these dudes saying, "Oh, I don't want world titles because they tough." Cause it's a tough somebody who holding a belt. They don't think they can go get a belt. It ain't no politics, bro. They don't think they can whoop the motherfucker with the belt. Come on. They don't think they can whoop the dude with the belt. You know what I'm saying? Now if it's, Show Smojo or from Ingletown, Sheffield, New England, whatever, they'll go whoop his ass and take his belt real quick. So the message ain't the message that I want to think about a world title is where, they take your sanctioning fees and they don't do shit with it. They don't give it back to the hood. They don't put it back in the sport. They take it back to their communities, give some donations and they send their kids to college and they eat off the all sanctioning fees. They don't give shit back to the Baltimore. They don't give shit back to the hood, bro. What about 75, 80% of black Americans make up the sport of boxing? How many times you seen, any of these sanctioned belt bodies or these promoters and the managers and advisors go put a boxing clinic on, or go put gloves and give a tire to boxing gyms? Dana White building fucking dojos all over the world, and his dojo network all over the world. Guess what it's doing? It take money to make money. With him putting dojos all over the world and shit and expanding the sport, guess what? They're identifying talent everywhere around the world. Therefore, his dojo's identifying talent, and his roster continuously churns over. It churns. It's always new players in there. It's always people in their farm system. It's a constant revolving door of new talent and identifying new talent, and it's always gonna have fresh blood, bro. And his motto with one belt, you're gonna have to fight or get the hell out the way. Give me that belt or go elsewhere. You getting video games under a dictatorship, you getting everything under there. Somebody like Ngannou don't want to fight or John Jones don't want to fight, get the fuck out the way. The next two up. Their motto is great. And it's people in boxing that try to tell you that, every time UFC don't make a fight like Francis Ngannou and John Jones, that's a fucking anomaly, bro. That's an anomaly. That's an anomaly, dude. Like, you getting a great fight this weekend with Solomon and John Jones. They constantly giving you great product. Only thing I would say, they don't constantly give you a great product for free. That's it. But when you got a great product and people paying $100, why wouldn't they? Why would they put it on TV? Won't be no shit like this at all. No matter how good Ryan Garcia think he is or how much of a superstar he not. It's not like you protecting Canelo Alvarez or you protecting the Sugar Ray Leonard or you protecting the Oscar De La Hoya. Come on. It's not like you protecting that. Come on, man. It ain't like you protecting Buffy the Body or some shit, or you know what I'm saying? Or some bad bitch, like you protecting Beyonce or you know what I'm saying? Prime Holly Berry. Come on, bro. You out here protecting Shanae, bro. Shit crazy to me. You out here protecting Shanae, bro. Until Ryan Garcia proves something, and people who know boxing, the footwork trash. His chin always go up. It's a matter of Tank Davis. If Tank Davis really could pick it up fast, if Tank Davis could pick it up fast, he should. He should pick it up fast and get this shit over with. Hold on, man. I'm crying, bro. I'm on nerves. Apologize, y'all. Come on. Come on, mama. Move. I go get her. She runs down the stairs. At this point, I don't care. Whatever the consequences is, I clean it up. It's all hardwood in there. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Calling these dudes top fighters is just, to me, it's wild to me. It's wild to me, dude. And Tank is a top talent, bro. I think he one of the. When you look at his talent, it's one of the best talents in boxing. But damn, you gotta prove it. And Ryan Garcia, whatever. You know, then they supposed to have this big fight before I talk about Terence Crawford. They supposed to have this big fight, right? And and it ain't been shit announced yet. And what's gonna happen is, you know, Ryan Garcia gonna run his mouth similar to what Rolly did, and Tank Davis ain't a fast enough talker to keep up. And they going I don't understand the game plan with about what 8-9 weeks, you know. And the reason Mayweather was able to shine versus Oscar De La Hoya, he shined on the mic, bro. He shined on the mic. He shined on the microphone, bro. That man shined on the mic. Everybody wanted to tune in. You know, now at the end of the day, now did he deliver? Did he deliver? Boring ass fight. You know, but shit, 24/7 made you think that they were about to throw some real leather in there. But that's the type of time they gonna have to be on. But I'm gonna move over to Crawford real quick. So for the most part, Crawford is, you know, the WBO ordered Crawford to fight Alexis Rocha. Rocha suffered a cut in his last fight. Whatever, he beat Blair Cobb, so Blair Cobb would have beat Alexis Rocha. You know, this could have been him in this position right now. So obviously he would have talked a lot of shit, you know. But Rocha's solid now. Anything Terence Crawford do, people got a problem with, right? Especially black people, is who I'm talking to, and they got a problem with whatever he do. I mean, shit, even people that's in this division criticizing what he do, or Dennis Ugas saying, "Well, I don't know who this dude is." I mean, shit, you know, a year ago, most people didn't know who the fuck Yordenis Ugas was neither. And the people that knew who he was always known as the guy, you know, a couple years ago, excuse me. He was always known as the guy that lost to Amir Mind, young master. That's who he was. And taking nothing away from him, he a good fighter, but he wouldn't blow Alexis Rocha out the water. He very may well lose to Alexis Rocha if we being real. If we being real, or Dennis Ugas very may well lose to Alexis Rocha, bro. No cap. You know, he very may well lose to Alexis Rocha. So I mean, that's just the thing about it. You know, Ugas barely beat Abel Ramos. He beat him by split decision. You know what I'm saying? He beat him by split decision. So you know, it ain't, or Dennis Ugas is one of them dudes who fight up and down to his competition. And you know, like I continue to say, you know, but Hill, you know, how can you criticize somebody's opponent when you could have jumped in line? You could have been fought him. You know, and you can use Al Haymon as a credible excuse. Whatever happened when he was negotiating with Terence Crawford and all this type of stuff, and that's fine. You know, but at the end of the day, you didn't take the opportunity to fight him. You didn't do it. You know, and it ain't like you high and mighty above Alexis Rocha. If y'all fought, yeah, I think a lot of people at this point would pick Alexis Rocha to beat you, bro. Especially coming off, you know, the injuries that Errol Spence gave you. Come on, tell me I'm lying. You know, a lot of people thought he was going to lose to Emanis Sionis. You know, and he cried his way out that fight, which I ain't really mad at him at all. You know, they was treating certain fighters a certain way in the ranking system. They sure was. He deserved to get in there and get a unified shot at Errol Spence. They ain't gonna say he didn't. You know, he deserved it. And he got exactly what came to him. He got what he was looking for. You know? And you know, but for him to go there and say, you know, who is he? And that's cool. He go in there and he said, well, who was Alexis Rocha? And I don't have no issue with it. But you can't criticize a guy that you could have jumped in the ring and you could have fought. You shouldn't have nothing to say about Terence Crawford. You can have that. You can have that opportunity. What's that song by? What's that song by? Wu-Tang off Wu-Tang Forever. It's yours. If you wanted to jump in there and fight Terence Crawford and set it up, even after the Rocha fight, you want to get a warm up, it's yours. Which Raekwon killed that first verse in that song too. It's yours. It's yours. You can set that shit up. They talking like, Terence Crawford in the multi-universe. You know what I'm saying? He in the whole different time zone or some shit like that. Like, he down bro, he had heavyweight and you at motherfucking welterweight. Like, nigga, y'all like neighbors right now, bro. You can jump in and get that fight. Nigga saying who? I mean, bro, you look at the WBO rankings, bro. Anybody could have jumped Alexis Rocha. Keith Thurman, number 2. He been in there for a while. Virgil Ortiz, number 1. Right? Keith Thurman, 2. Rocha, 3. Cody Crowley, PBC fighter, 4. Giovanni Santileni, don't know. Blair Cobb, 6. Rashidi Ellis, 7. Just lost. Kitty Abreu or Dennis Ugas, 9. Or Dennis Ugas could jump or Alexis Rocha. That's a great comeback fight for him that he probably would lose coming back. Come on. Shit, Alexis Rocha might get Keith Thurman a run for his money. Dude, Keith Thurman, almost got knocked out by Mario Barrios, man. And then didn't even knock out Mario Barrios. He got Tank walking around like he 10 foot tall. He only 5'2". He got Tank walking around like, man, he missed him, he the giant and shit. Well, it's the big show. That motherfucker think he 10 foot, because Keith Thurman is a fried wire harness, my nigga. The car ain't gonna be hitting on all 6, 8, 4 cylinders, whatever that. He's a fried wire harness. Come on, man. That motherfucker's a burnt oxtail. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that, bruh. Come on, man. This is Cheeto without hot or cheese. It's just a Cheeto. Ugas to nobody. Shout out to Lotto the Great. GK Black, what up? He said Crawford is more accomplished than Spence. Man, of course he is, bro. Look at the resume. Spence has accomplished nothing outside of welterweight, and he ain't accomplished shit there. Letting you know that he had every player on the side of the street, and it took him forever to fight these guys. Blame Al for that. Like I told y'all, Errol Spence should have been unified, undisputed champion before Terence Crawford even got to the division. So that's his fault. He waited for him. The past TV, man, when did it ever happen that the fans or even haters or certain boxers were hating on them for fighting their mandatories? What type of error? It ain't just because he fighting his mandatory, man. It's because it's him. You know what I'm saying? When Earl was fighting Carlos Ocampo, it wasn't no problem. I can't even think of nobody, bro. When other guys fight their mandatory, that they agree with is it's okay. When it don't fit their narrative or it ain't their favorite fighter, they easily tear it down, bro. It's easy to tear him down, bro. So it don't matter who he fight. If he fought Terence Crawford, only way they're gonna give him credit if he fight Errol Spence and he lose. I'm telling you, if he fight Errol Spence and he lose, I'm telling you. Then they're gonna try to say how great of a fighter he was and how it builds up Errol Spence's resume. That's the only how they gonna get credit. When he retired, they're gonna be all on this dick. That's how I usually go. Crawford doing his thing. Why so much hate? Ideal Perez salute. He says, "What's good? I listen to you every morning on the way to school. Appreciate it, bro." He said, "Wouldn't Boost be the man though if he didn't go the IBF route?" Who knows where the politics may go with that? I can't 100% say for sure. Hold on. Hold on. My bad, y'all. But yeah. Who knows? But yeah, he could have had that spot. More than likely. As long as the money was right. Yeah, they could have had that spot. You know, he's a hell of a fighter. Can't take nothing from him. But, you know, you need experience, bro. You need experience. I know somebody asked him why he wouldn't fight Blair Cobbs, that'd be a good fight in Philly. He was like, nah. And I'm just like, it would be. It'd be politics involved in that, but why wouldn't he? He ain't no worse than the guys he already fighting, bro. At all. J Cash, salute. At the end of the day, you didn't do nothing. You not about nothing. You shouldn't have be saying anything. Crawford is fighting is mandatory. And I agree, but in any of these dudes also could have jumped in there and fought him. Danny Garcia and his daddy ran his mouth betting money, and then all of a sudden they don't want nothing to do with the kid. Don't run your mouth then. Or Dennis Ugas, you didn't want to get in the ring with him neither. Why would you run his mouth about who he fighting? Because you can line it up too. That's what's crazy about me. They talk these niggas like Danny and Ugas and Keith Thurman. They did all this. They run all their mouth about the dude, and they act like them niggas ain't neighbors. That's crazy to me. Keith Thurman could got this work. Keith Thurman could have got that work. Keith Thurman talking about he ain't a real welterweight. That's what kills me the most, bro. Is when dudes be running their mouth, and then when it's time to cash in that check, they don't want to cash it in. I had a teacher name was Mr. Clark in middle school, bro. He would say, you know, he'd let students fight. He said if the dude that was running his mouth, getting his ass whooped, he'd just let it keep going before he stopped it. He said that right in the beginning of class. He was black too. Y'all understand? I have a black teacher till middle school, bro. For real, for real. So, male or female. So I'm like, damn. I mean, shit. You know, he said the dude that wasn't talking his ass whoop, he would stop it though. Dude called Tank Little Manny Fresh. Looking at Michael G is about that time. Big Time was hard. Manny Fresh low key was hard though. That opening verse on Hot Girls. Oh man, can't even rap that on here. He said, "Why is it so easy to forget what really happened?" Then you talk out of place when they didn't even know the history at all. It's crazy. He said, "Wasn't Ugas backtracking a minute ago, talking sideways about Bud?" He said, "Ugas is hoping Bud take the bait." And last payday. People want to run their mouth when the fight has already been ordered. That's crazy. People want to, it's when dudes get fights, everybody want to run their mouth and everybody locked in. Everybody got a lot to say. You know, Devin about to be locked in with Loma, him and Shakir talking about something that ain't gonna happen no time soon. Devin Haney about to take them belts, in my opinion, back to the zone. They about to go to the zone with them belts. They about to go back. We going back to back to Eddie. We going back to back to Eddie. Come on, man. They about to go back to Eddie. Come on, man. Models on the runway screaming, Biggie, give me one more chance. Eddie, give me one more chance. Ugas should be fighting Thurman, not Spence, Antonio Carter. Man, loser should retire. Hold on real quick, man. Dang, everybody want to call when you busy. Man, you don't be doing shit. As soon as you doing something, oh man. He said, "Do you think Demetrius Andrade will get another belt in the new weight division? I also think Triple G is overrated." I don't know, man. Because Canelo got all the belts. I gotta see what Canelo do. But I ain't even see Demetrius Andrade last fight, so I can't really speak on it. I know he fought Desmond Nicholson. He's solid. First man to take Berlanga the distance. I like Desmond Nicholson though. He said Loma need to stop stalling. Shit. I don't do fight Devin Haney. He told me in Vegas, no, I don't speak English. He said some shit like that to me in Vegas. I'm like, it's cool, bro. I ain't really tripping on it, bro. He said, no, you seem like black person. I don't speak to your kind. He didn't say that. His manager spoke to me. He was cool as hell, dude. Jose Ramirez, he had a cool ass family. That was cool as shit, bro. He had some black people, some Mexican people. That was cool as shit. That was a cool ass weekend, dog. Wasn't too hot neither. It was hotter in Detroit than it was in Vegas. I want to go back for the Benavidez fight, but I'm just gonna stack my money the way the academy going. I thought about that $1,000 flight, but I'm like, no, I got other shit I could do. Anytime you want that work, come back at my door for real. Hey, I want the WBC. Took out to lunch the president so I could fight your favorite fighter. I don't even get. I ain't really understand that part, bro. Oh, I see what he's saying. We'll make the WBC in the past TV belt. He can fight anybody. Ugas a PBC puppet. I ain't mad at him. Shit. I ain't mad at him. Shit. Anything to keep your name relevant. When the PBC start getting irrelevant, they start throwing Terence Crawford name out. When shit started getting dull, they start throwing Terence Crawford name out. Man, I go see Cocaine Beer. I go spend $80 worth of tickets on Cocaine Beer before I buy a PBC pay per view. Real talk. That shit was fire though. I ain't even gonna front to you. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. But with Terrence, it is what it is, bro. I mean, I wouldn't even be listening to what people say on social media because these same people run into you in public and they want to be your friend and take pictures and all this type of shit. I don't be paying attention to what people be saying, bro. Boxing is turned into a community full of weirdos, bro. That's what it is. It's turned into a community full of weirdos, bro. These dudes they can't tell you nothing that happened in boxing past 2010, behind 2010. However you supposed to say it. They can't tell you shit for real, bro. They can't tell you their favorite fight is gonna be Earl Spence and Campo or some shit like that, bro. All this shit is just straight like a new integration of fan, bro, and emphasis on the fan. Emphasis on the fan, for sure. So these dudes don't have no history in no boxing, don't have no connection in no boxing. It's a couple fighters that's in the sport. And then the funny thing about it is the fighters don't be knowing shit. Remember Jermell Charlo was saying, how Terence Crawford get an immediate shot at my belt? Like, bro, are you fucking stupid? Like, dog, are you really asking that question, dude? The majority of guys that make their money in boxing, they make it off smaller guys coming up. That's a fact. They make it off smaller guys coming up. Bernard Hopkins is a living testimony to that, bro. Bernard Hopkins is a living testimony to that. He's a living testimony. Trinidad, De La Hoya, you can just keep going on and on and on. He made a living off of fighting guys coming up. I think he might have fought John David Jackson too. I definitely could be wrong. I believe he fought John David Jackson too. I think John David Jackson held the WBA title at 154 pounds. Yeah, he fought John David Jackson in 97. He made a living fighting dudes coming up, bro. Hagler did too. Mugabe, Hearns, Leonard, Duran. You know what I'm saying? That's boxing, bro. You make your living And a lot of smaller guys, that's what they call it, pound for pound, make they living going up and beating bigger guys. That's what make you truly special. You can rock when you continue to rise and beat guys bigger, naturally bigger than you. Now a lot of these guys today, they able to squeeze down, without same day weigh-ins and stuff. They able to squeeze down in weight. So then they move up a couple times and then they be at their natural weight class. Then they be at their natural weight class. But yeah, that's the thing about boxing. That's the thing about boxing, bro. Like, you make your money, you make your heyday, fighting smaller and bigger guys. That's the beauty of it, bro. Hagler bread and butter was smaller fighters too. Yeah, yep. Would you consider Sean Porter Hall of Famer? Not by the traditional standard, but he did fight everybody, and that sticks out today. Because these other dudes, he went and go fought Terence Crawford. Dude, he fought everybody: Spence, Crawford, Thurman, Ugas, Danny Garcia. To me, just off the strength of fighting them dudes, man, and what he did, he came up short in a lot of his fights, and a lot of his fights was contested because of his style wasn't clean and effective and all that type of stuff. But I mean, you can make a case for him being a Hall of Famer for sure. You can make a great case. You can make a great case because he fought everybody when everybody else wasn't fighting each other. That's the truth. So, but Sean Porter, hell of a fighter. You just think if he did a little bit more or had cleaner, more effective punching, you probably be thinking like he probably would be in the he probably would have won most of all them fights. But it is what it is. But whatever Terence Crawford do, it's gonna be under a microscope. And more people got more reasons on why these big fights shouldn't happen. Dude. They got a lot of reasons. Well, he don't deserve this or he don't deserve that. And it's just to the point where you like, bruh, none of these dudes is true stars, bro. Canelo not doing numbers that Oscar was doing or Sugar Ray Leonard was doing. Let's get that clear. So the curve is the scale is curved all the way around. He just the best that boxing got to offer. And Al Haymon end up inflating the market. Eddie Hearn end up inflating the market. All these dudes end up inflating the market. That's what exactly happened. And the only reason TV is even, that the only reason TV is even interested in boxing is just there's a lack of content. There's a lack of content on TV that need to be made, so they're willing to pay for content. I mean, shit, man. Look, hockey is back on ESPN, bro. ESPN is thirsty for content. Didn't they have like hacky sack on there or some shit like that? Cornhole was on ESPN. I was watching cornhole. It's one thing to have like the strongman competition. I watched that. That's cool. When you got them playing cornhole and tag on ESPN, they had a professional tag on ESPN not too long ago. They had professional tag, bro. So think about that. There's a thirst for content. The Zone, they couldn't find no other way to break into America but with boxing. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't find no other content to get into, but boxing. They really should have jumped on the hockey bandwagon before ESPN brought them back. Remember, hockey was on NBC Sports. It was on NBC Sports, bro. There's a thirst for content right now. all around the board. The apps is destroying cable, bro. Dog. There we go. I don't know what happened, dude. I gotta get a new cord. Every time I bump this cord, bro, I couldn't do nothing. My bad, y'all. Hopefully I wasn't out too long. But yeah, I was talking about Alexis Rocha, and I said that he is 22-1, 14 KOs. I said after beating Blair Cobb, he went the distance with in the 10 rounder with somebody I don't know, 10 rounder, another guy I don't know, and he stopped the guy in the 12th rounder for the NABO welterweight title in seventh, just past January 28th. He lost his only loss came to Rashid Ellis in 2020. He's only been professional since 2016, so going on 7 years. 5'10", 70-inch arms, southpaw, 25 years old. So he beat Brad Solomon, beat Blair Cobb. Knowing he lost to Rasheed Ellis, probably got an issue with perpetual movement. Solid. I seen him fight versus Blair Cobb. He's solid, but it's really just, they probably Southern California kid too, Urban California from Santa Ana, California. They're probably gonna make this fight in Southern California to give Alexis Rocha some type of advantage, and that's Oscar De La Hoya wheelhouse. Is the West Coast, so Crawford probably gonna be coming out to LA to fight him. They probably gonna do it somewhere. I don't know. I was saying before I seen that the audio was out. I thought that they was gonna try to do Rocha and Blair Cobb once Blair Cobb got a belt, but obviously Terence Crawford came up. You can't deny Alexis Rocha that type of opportunity. So, um, yeah, you can't deny him that type of opportunity. I don't think the court ain't got a short in it. It's just I don't know what it is. I think it might just be time for a new microphone. I got a couple in the closet. But it ain't personal. Every time I bump it, it might just be the jack, the input. But I don't know. I really don't care. But I'm about to order a new one anyway. But like I said about this fight, man, Crawford should win. But like I said, it ain't the fight we wanted to see him in. And we'll see what happened with Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. You hear some things about Showtime. I heard they announced Rolly taking on Alberto Palillo May 13th from Minnesota. What they trying to turn Minnesota into the new hot hub of boxing and some stuff like that. So yeah, that's what you hear that they could be fighting in Minnesota or whatever. So yeah, they could be fighting in Minnesota. So they fight in Minnesota, excuse me. But I've been knew about that fight for a while. I've been telling y'all about that fight for a while, but y'all got any questions I answering. But yeah, they doing these little. I don't know, man. Is Showtime gonna continue on? I really don't know. I really don't know, bro. So but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. So, but but yeah, I mean, other than that, man, I really don't have much to say. Nothing too much going on outside of boxing. They lying about how much Jake Paul made. Don't believe it. Uh, um, shit ain't nothing. Oh, Carlos Adames fighting J Rock. I think that's gonna headline in Minnesota September. I mean June 24th in Indianapolis. So they got two cards going on in Minneapolis. So is that they got two different cards? Bro, what Al Haymon doing out in Minneapolis, bro, so much? So yeah, I think Rolly there the 13th of whenever. So Emmanuel Taylor and Serrano got postponed. Tough. I think they said Rolly fighting the 13th. Yeah, it's May 13th. So he fighting the 5th, and then a month later, you got Puello and Romero. Well, they say that venue is to be announced. So my bad. So Puello and Romero is to announce J Rock and Adamas. I don't know what Adamas now this nigga want to come when I'm getting off. I should boot his ass out of here. Hold on. Them niggas trying to say in the Discord that Drew Holiday better than Damian Lillard. Like, fuck out of here.
I ain't say he was
Ain't
better
no
than Damian Lillard.
man. And Gemini Hoops, I will bust his ass. Tell him come out to New York City.
You can hear me, bro?
Hold on. Yeah, my bad. Stupid ass Jack. Yeah, we're going 2000. We're going with that 2000. I want to go to the finest tramp, Brooklyn, tramp stamp, whatever. Get the
What?
fine. I want the finest Brooklyn Bronx rats. My bad, not Brooklyn. Sorry, y'all, Brooklyn. I want the finest Bronx rats y'all can find.
Bronx Rats.
Hell yeah, hood rats, nigga. I want the finest Bronx
I don't
hood
know
rats
if you,
y'all got, man. Yeah, don't worry. I'm
I
gonna
don't
get
know if
my,
you want
gonna
to
get
deal
my
with
boy,
those.
gonna get my West Coast boy Gemini Hoops a triple lap dance by them bitches.
Oh yeah, he definitely gonna fall in love with one of the Dominicans from the Bronx or Washington Heights. I know his weakness. He him a Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
He
get
never
him.
gonna want to go back to the coast.
Well, he gonna be flying out there, spending this check, flying across the country, bro.
Bi-weekly.
Motherfucker might be there by daily,
Bi-week
nigga. Come on, man. He might be there by daily and
15th.
shit. He might be there by daily again, bro. But
Most definitely.
all right, you got anything to say? Cause I'm about to get off, bro.
Oh yeah, these haters they need to stop with the hate. We already know that these dudes wasn't gonna plan on fighting Bud no way. I don't know what
Ugas said,
Ugas said, but
Ugas
he don't
said
even
you can
need to
get
be
it
telling.
too. Ugas said you can get it too, bro. He said he gonna do you like Spence did him.
Do who?
He said he
Do
gonna do
who?
you like Spence did him. Shit.
I'm gonna tell him what Ti told Floyd. Yeah, you do this in the ring, partner. But we do this in the streets.
He would have got dog walked them very same Vegas streets. But Terence Crawford tell Trey Songz, you go in this room, all your boys gonna do is hear you holler. Just hold that nigga back.
Man, yeah, but Ugas, Ugas need to get the hell out of here, man. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't fighting nobody.
Like he ain't in the same division. It's the craziest shit in the world.
Yeah. Like, bro, you talking all this talk, and this is a guy that you could have been for. You was offered, you had an offer on the table. Wasn't you as mandatory? Like, get out of here.
He number 9 right
bro.
now. He could easily jump Rocha with a check.
Easily.
Shit, Rocha would have probably beat Ugas. Shit, low key. You broke up.
What's dude that he?
Blair Cobb. He broke up. You talking about Blair Cobb?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I'm talking about Blair Cobb.
No, I'm talking about Ugas, who he struggled with.
Abel Ramos.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Abel Ramos.
Yeah, bro. Ugas talking bullshit. Get out of here, bro.
He gonna see you. He gonna whoop your ass, though. He said, I could beat you. For sure. Let me jump his alopecia ass.
We'll get to.
You jumping your ass. Keep you breaking up, though. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because Kobe breaking up. He said, "Yo, y'all thought of Rodriguez from last fight? He got an IBF title eliminator next fight. Yeah, yep. He got a title IBF title eliminator. It just was on boxing scene. Yep. But I don't know. I ain't see it, but I seen him fight. I seen him fight a few times though. He's still with Freddie Roach. And the Lakers about to get blew out by the Grizzlies tonight. AD on the way. AD.
Yeah, bro. AD giving them 30 and 15. AD no way.
Tomorrow Ryan hurt his foot. Like, fuck out of here. That nigga broke. And that nigga didn't had a scoring. If he still didn't had a scoring record, he'd be playing on that same foot right now. That's a cop out because he know they ain't gonna win.
Yep. It's a cop out, bro. I don't even want to talk about these niggas no more, bro.
Don't worry, the Pistons worse, bro. Niggas celebrating because they lost by 7 and shit. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. They worse.
Moral victories.
Why Clarissa Shields just going hard on Jake Paul and everybody that support him?
I don't know, bro. Clarissa Shields.
You can't whoop him. We're going to have to jump his ass at the y'all fight. He can knock her ass clean out. We're going to have to jump that nigga.
Oh, no. We definitely going to have to jump his ass. for the brothers.
For the culture. We need your brother to do the same shit he did to our buddy, dog. No, you can't be doing that to all the motherfuckers, though. I remember Thug Magnificent and Granddad called the troops. Sway was like, "Oh, people
remember there was beefing?"
He said, "Oh, people everywhere is beat up because of Thug Magnificent's F Granddad." He was like, "Man, fuck you."
He definitely released it.
He said, "Man, that ain't me. That's that nigga from Friday." Oh, we need Aaron Magruder to do
what was
something
that
else.
Called? Lethal injection?
Yeah, lethal injection and shit. Remember Butch McCaskey? What's his name? Butch McNavisky took Roddy Chain and shit. And they sent Busta Rhymes to get it back.
Oh, yeah, he robbed him. They said it was fake.
Yeah, they hit him with the belt. He said, "Man," he said, "Riley, that's why we in the group. We don't do no." What did he say? He said, "We overwhelm niggas." Leonard was his only real friend, though.
Real niggas.
He said, what did he say? He said, "Yeah, that whole ass nigga Mactastic went back to pimping." He said he went back to pimping. He said, "I tell you, Riley, if this rap shit don't work out, we back to busting blocks. We back to running in niggas' homes." This nigga didn't even know how to sell crack. This nigga didn't even know how to sell crack, bro. He said, "Thugnificent, this crack is burnt." But let me get out of here, man. I gotta call my mom back. Peace, y'all. This will be on the podcast tomorrow. Not Kobe want to come back on. What kind of internet y'all got in New York, bro?
Bro, this
Come on, man. You on that
this Wi-Fi trash.
Yeah, I'm getting off, man. Peace. He on that what kind of cable companies y'all got in New York anyway?
Spectrum.
Oh, okay. I heard Spectrum good though. I guess I heard wrong. Holler back player. Got our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the